everyone. Welcome to another episode of Tough Talk. This is episode 39, and one day Mephisto will be mine. One day. And not anytime very soon, but one day. So, I'm Viz.
I'm Sable.
And we're just chilling here in the hot tub, drinking some drinks. Yeah, I guess you can classify that as a drink. And relax and talk some MSF. So let's turn on the jets and get to talk.
Alright, well, H2O.
Yeah.
I can't do
Wife's drinking the Bobby Boucher specialty today.
Damn.
Yeah. Some high quality H2O.
Yeah.
And I got split. I got what's left over of a mango cart by Golden Road, I think is what it is. Yeah, Golden Road mango cart. And then I'm going to try for the first time. It's a Voodoo Ranger, which they make some good stuff. But this one's Tropical Force, which is a 9%er. So we're going to give that a go and see how that is. But yeah, talking some MSF. Taking little breaks in between these videos. We did two. Now we're going to do this one. I don't know when this is going to come out, but we'll see. And then we'll probably get back into it here in a little bit. It's just been kind of one of those lulls lately. Outside of the game, inside of the game as well a little bit. Just some stuff to figure out. A bunch of new stuff. They keep on saying all these new things, and then more of the same, more of the old. Yeah. And then some of the old brought back that we didn't like in the first place. So we'll dive into that, and we'll start with the latter of that. And the latter of that is these graphics. So they decided to A, B, alpha, beta, whatever test them. And they said you had to sign up. For some reason, my phone and one of my BlueStacks got it. I didn't sign up for it. And so I'm having to deal on one out of the 4 BlueStacks that I have activated. This 3D whatever multiple light source BS that they have that's super bright, super hard to see. I can't see the health bar of the characters. It's hard to see the different buffs and debuffs on certain screens because they have black or green and red backgrounds. I just had the same issue happen today in War. Thor disappeared up in the air and I couldn't select him. So I ended up losing a match in War, which I should have won and easily could have won. Yeah, just more of the same coming back again. Mm-hmm. And I thought that we said we didn't want this. I thought we said that it was just blown out visually, super bright,
yeah, and it caused a lot of problems, people not being able to get into the game or play it at all.
Yeah, so they changed the download rate or whatever it is of it so that people could get into the game. But it doesn't change the way it looks. It's still, I mean, okay, we don't have the weird greens and we don't have the weird purples like we did before, I guess. But the raid lanes still have the purple bars. I can't tell where I am, which node's which.
You're going to have a lot of people going in wrong lanes.
Yeah, especially when you're getting down to the use. If you guys remember U6, the Ultima 6, those raids are horrid trying to figure out where your lane was at the beginning. Yeah. Imagine having all these purple bars that we're seeing all over the place and trying to find it. Like, I feel bad for our lower alliances because that's going to suck. And there'll be a lot of confusion and it's hard to see. And it's just annoying. So, back to the drawing board, people. Please, and quickly.
It just seems like such a waste of resources and a waste of anything. Like, why? Is that what has to come into the game to get the newer content to work? You have to have this new graphics mode?
It has to be because of the rig or what they have set up for the animations. It is what it's got to be. And in order to actually see what they have, they need these multiple light sources.
Who knows?
That's about the only thing I can think of.
These new teams, the new raids that were just announced?
Yeah, we'll get into that. Yeah, but it's just bringing the old back. Bringing the weird lights, bringing the bugs in the war battles, bringing the bugs in the raids being these pink bars.
I'm glad I don't have it because I can't handle it. I won't be able to look at it.
Yeah, I can see if I signed up for it. Said, hey.
You had to download a certain thing.
I didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
It just popped up one day, out of the blue. So I don't know.
And isn't it not on your other account? Because you use...
Yeah, it's only on my main account for as far as the BlueStacks, and then when I'm on my phone and I'm switching through the accounts, it's on 2 of the 3 accounts that are on there. So it's not even on all 3 there. So I don't even know how it works. Like, how is it not on one, but it's on the other 2? And I'm literally just going scope the ID, switching in, switching out. Like, I don't get it. I don't get how it works. I really don't. So it's confusing. But so yeah, that's thing 1. So thing 2, the raid thing. Go ahead, wife. You got that one.
The new raids that were just announced that will be replacing Incursion, that I believe are still giving out teal gear as the rewards. Yeah, I don't know. That's the extent of which I read the blog post and watched any videos on it. And I'm like, why
giving
already?
Out teal gear?
There's teal gear orbs, epic, whatever teal gear.
Oh
orbs.
yeah. Well, we still need those for the uniques.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah, a little bit.
But more crimson would be nice.
I don't know that it's going to be any different, but it's replacing Incursion, so it's probably going to use the same. So you're going to have to choose, you know.
Oh, energy-wise?
Energy-wise, which one?
Well, they'll phase the other out.
And there's 2 new teams coming: the Orcus team, and then Midnight Walkers, or
like night,
whatever the hell it's called,
or something.
Which must be the Blade.
Night Stalker.
Mystic team.
It would make sense if it was Night Stalkers,
October.
because Night Stalkers are the vampire hunting crew that he takes in Blade 2. But those are the Night Stalkers.
I don't remember what they were called.
So.
And then Hive Mind, Extreme X-Men, and Skylar Society. Those are the required teams.
So they themselves are saying that Pegasus and Bifrost are null and void, pretty much. So Orcus is going to be a tech team?
Yeah.
And that's the Nimrod one?
Maybe. And I guess it goes to like certain tags, some combat modifiers. So it's not necessarily that those teams are required for the node, but those teams get the buffs.
They're required because they're required. Yeah, I understand.
I don't know. It was something new, and then there's only first-time rewards for the epic version of the map, not the other. And that's if you reach 50%, because there's like 30 nodes in one and like 50 or 60 in another, something. There's 2 different maps.
So they're even
One
taking
with way
away
more.
Alliance's ability to get first-time rewards and then move back down.
Yeah.
There's not a point to complete unless you complete the very end one, which is going to be super, super hard, probably. Boy.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't do enough.
Yeah, I didn't read it because I wasn't interested because I'm focused on what we're doing now.
It doesn't seem like they've even had these raids out long enough. Because normally by the time we get to the max difficulty and are doing that consistently at 70 to 100%,
the new ones come
then
out.
the new ones come out. We're not even there yet.
We could be.
We could.
We could be, but we don't want to build Bifrost anymore. Or
4 million
even
doesn't work with, G19 tunes, and well,
yeah,
they're buffing the raids, and we finally show proof they're buffing the raids.
Yeah, we've
and all
been
these,
saying forever.
These fuckers that were sitting there saying, "No, you're wrong. That doesn't do that.
The
No, you're
naysayers.
wrong. No, you're wrong." They don't do that. I'm showing them proof. Here's video. Here's proof. Screenshots. They're changing the tunes. They are more difficult. And they still were telling me I
should go find my Reddit post that I did long ago about the raid buffs and be like, I told you so.
Right? And now all these people are jumping on the videos and jumping on the, oh, this is ridiculous and this shouldn't be happening and how dare they still buff the raids. Really? Now you're going to do something about it because...
Probably because somebody popular came out and complained about it.
Right? You couldn't hide it anymore?
I'm going to shoot this can. I missed. I had no idea where it was, to be honest. I couldn't see it at all. So we're gonna pop that food.
That was very frustrating. It's like, really, you guys were sitting there calling me a liar, telling me I'm wrong, that no, it's just RNG, no, your team's just too big, you can't pass it anymore. And I'm blatantly telling you, no, it's not.
You're right.
It plays different every time. There's bigger tunes. No, this is not right. And lo and behold,
ooh, that smells.
Who was right?
Of course you were right. That smells tropically. We're gonna give this a go. Mmm. Fruity. I like it. I like it. A little bitter, but not bad.
Yeah, it just seems like they're fast tracking a lot of this content because so many people are buying their way to the end game, and then they're sitting there bored with nothing to do.
Yeah.
So they got to increase stuff for them to do for the next 6 months.
And I think once again they're getting into that we need to separate the spenders from the regular players.
Yeah.
And so because the regular players, you're even having these newer players with 6-7 million accounts doing these incursion 2.2 because that's all they build is raid teams.
Yeah. We've seen how many people with Mephisto in the last couple of wars that were well under like 50 and 60 million TCPs,
yeah.
And they're sitting on
right because they've specifically built for that.
Yeah. They had all purple teams on war defense.
You know, other games that are built towards Galactic Legends, so they're used to just only building certain tunes and getting to the end, and that's all they're focused on. And I mean, honestly, if I wouldn't want those kinds of players in Earth because I want well-rounded rosters that we're going to be able to utilize in war and in other milestones and events. I don't want just cookie cutter. I have these 6 teams and Mephisto and I'm done.
Yeah.
Like we want. So if we say you got to use this counter for this, or you know, with this new war rules, all of a sudden Echo's good, you know, or you know, Punisher's good, and for some fucking reason, I don't know why that would be, but you have them at least decently built, and it's not going to hurt you too much.
Most of mine are 65.
So it's kind of like, so they're making these new ones because the spenders are going to buy their way there, and the ones that are at in-game already that don't spend are going to be able to level them up there because we have the resources, whereas the newer players are like, you know, they don't have red dots, and they don't have a lot of resources. So either they're going to spend, or they're not going to be able to do this content.
Yeah.
And then so that's creating new dolphins, whales, so on and so forth. So that's why they're doing this, which I understand from a business standpoint, but as far as like she's saying the speed at which, it's annoying to even people that are at in-game that
how long
ago
did DB come out? 7, 8 months? No, we're in August.
I don't know.
So it came out in like December of last year?
Probably.
Didn't it? Sometime before Christmas.
I don't know. I honestly don't know when they come out. I don't pay attention.
It's only been 8 months. There's only 1,705, I believe is what the post said today, because somebody just passed it this morning. That's it. Mephisto's in the game.
Yeah.
And they're already pushing DD8 coming out. They're already pushing Purple ISO. New raids, it's like, calm down. Not very many people have even gotten.
Well, here's the thing to remember. When the first person got Super Scroll, the next month they were talking about Mephisto. So it's always.
But it was still 8 months.
It's always been that way. And so now, when the first person got Mephisto, they started talking about Professor X. And now it's Odin instead, but you know that was the thing. Age of X is on its way, so it's not different as far as that goes. What's different is we'd had Doom raids forever, then all of a sudden there's Incursion, then they take away the Greeks and they add Spotlight. Now they're taking away Incursion and adding Orcus. It's like, so they're speeding those things up, which is annoying. It's like. Those that are leaders that are making maps, we have things in set and we get into a pattern and we like to be comfortable sort of having to move stuff around all the time. When you add a whole new raid, you're talking about looking at people's rosters and figure out what they're going to be able to do. What percentage we're going to be able to hit, who should be in what raid. And these aren't ones that are mirrored either. So you're not having, you know, on both sides going biomutant, blah, blah, blah. This one side goes one way, one side goes another way. So now we got to look at who has what teams.
I think these ones were all the same.
No, they showed on there. They had a thing on the right-hand side that showed that it basically went opposite.
Huh, because I thought it said it goes this way, but maybe...
And I think both of them had either Mystic or Tech in the middle, like one of the middle ones. So it's like there's no way we're getting by those.
No, especially when the team's not coming out yet.
Yeah, for normal people. So it's just going to be a pain. It's going to be frustrating.
And if that's how they move to now, Crimson Gear is only available in that, and Purple ISO is only available in that. Just like, you know, Diamonds are only available to the top 1,000 people.
I don't think they'll gate Purple ISO behind it. Just because of how lucrative this event was with purple ISO. I think purple ISO is going to be pushed out quickly, like blue was. I don't think they're going to gate it because it really doesn't do much.
They will for a little bit because DD8 you need hook 3, so they're going to have to gate that somehow.
Right, but I already have enough to put like 4 characters of purple 3. So if I do, and I'm not a spender, I can imagine what spenders have. They probably already have them all there.
Probably.
And are just waiting. So
I don't know. Everything's been so gated that even me with my big ass roster, I couldn't get a 7-star Old Man Logan.
Yeah.
And I wasn't gonna sit there and beat my head against the wall. I was just like, nope, I'll wait. I'll wait till my cabal is done. I'm gonna focus finishing DD7.
Right.
Like, I'll wait. Sure, he'll probably won't be back for another 6 months, but he works great now.
He does. I was able to get the 7, but I seriously got lucky in 2 nodes. And then had to sweat my balls off for the last one. Barely squeaked through. So
if you could start with 4 tunes, I would have had it because I could have gone in to burn the boss node with my 4-piece Cabal and Emma and Loki.
Yeah, having to have 5 per
and then finished it without time because I was 4 tunes away from finishing the last node.
Right.
But my Iron Patriot died, and I had no way of cleaning it up with anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, that definitely feels bad. That part of it.
Not after 4 hours going back and restarting it.
And like I said, they should have a way to be able to slide it back. I'm going to do this node over again and then go forward. Not have to go back to the beginning. Like, I want to go back 2 nodes and start from there. I want to go back 4 nodes and start from there. Like, not have to start the whole thing over again. So.
Yeah, no, that was... I mean, that to me, Old Man Logan was way worse than the APOC. They bitched and moaned about APOC needing to be lowered and needing the restrictions lowered and needing more tunes.
Right.
But yet, with Old Man Logan, you need at least 30 tunes there as well.
Yeah. Yeah, they're talking about APOC. You're needing 23 tunes a gear, 15 to unlock, and then 17 to get the big boy. And then for Old Man Logan, you're needing Spider Society, so there's 5. Out of Time, so there's 10. Cabal on the other, that's 15. Sus is 16. And you're needing them all at gear 18 or 19.
Yep.
No, 18 or 19. I've seen some people get through with the Spider Society with them all 18 after a couple burns, but... And then you're also talking about having the other people geared up enough to be able to take some damage in some of those nodes, too.
Mm-hmm.
So...
We're talking at minimum 30 tunes at G18 or 19.
But then we're also not counting in Cosmic Bio.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to need probably at least 2 of those tunes, I would say, at another 18. So that's it. What? That's it. 19 tunes. And then, what's the other? Villains?
Mm-hmm.
You should have Cosmic Bio. So you'll have 2, so that's probably another 2 tunes, at least. So there's 21. So it's pretty much the same, 23, 21, maybe it's even 23 and 23. Except for Old Man Logan, you need 18 and 19, whereas APOC, you only need a 17.
Yeah.
So why change it?
It's stupid.
Because it's
to
specific
cater to
tunes?
a couple of people who were bitching about it. Like,
yeah.
what do? You still use parts of Extreme. You still use,
right.
You know,
yeah.
Gamma.
Yeah.
Just because you don't in the top.
Right.
Like.
I mean, I used Heartless for the villain. I think it was. I used Heartless.
It's part
and
of the
use
game.
Somebody else, Milk.
You know, start from the beginning and work your way up. You can't go to endgame content 3 months in, and you shouldn't be expecting that. And if you are, then you're in the wrong game, because that's not like, it took me 6 years to get to where I'm at, and you want to get there in less than 6 months?
Yeah. Well, and it's not about, so getting to in-game content, I understand. But complaining that you don't have gear and resources to get there, I don't understand. Because if you want to get there, fine. If that's your goal, fine. If you want to spend and get there, if you want to push yourself free to play and pick every orb that you can and plan specifically, you know, those 23 or, 30 tunes that you're going to need to get there, okay, fine, cool, go for it. And that's all you're building. And you have an alliance that doesn't give a shit about anything as far as you're doing. They're just going to carry you all the way home.
then for all means, like, go for it. That's good for you. But I don't want you to complain that you don't have gold gear and other things when you haven't been playing the game long enough to earn those things. That's where it comes into. I don't have any problem if somebody wants to build as freaking straight up and tall as a skyscraper as far as their roster, rather than going nice and wide. I mean, I don't, but this is the thing. I don't want those people in our alliances.
Which, I mean, I get, there's 292. Where do you start if you're just not starting out?
Yeah,
I get that.
Totally
I've
understand.
had 6 years to build 200 and,
Right, build slow and steady, build a good base, get a good, grasp of the game, find your characters, know who to use in certain situations. I mean, there's a lot to learning the game, but as far as just building, I'm going to build 5 teams, and those 5 teams are going to be city, mutant, cosmic, legendary, mythic. Like, those are going to be the teams that I'm building, and that's it. And that's not fair to the rest of the alliance. If they're carrying your ass through this stuff, it's not fair at all.
They do need to loosen up some of the bottlenecks, though. I mean, here we are 8 months on, and there's still only Crimson Gear in one place. And then an orb you can't buy with raid credits.
Oh, one store. Yeah.
Like, we have to add it. There needs to be more War Orb in the War Store, in some other places.
And I'm sure it will. It'll probably move out.
Just like diamonds, there needs to be a way of reliably farming diamond credits other than converting Elite 7s.
And that's the thing, they don't have a lot of farming for a lot of this stuff. That's what I thought the incursion raids were supposed to be. Is to farm for diamonds, to farm for, red stars, stuff like that. But it's not. It's not a good place to do any of that stuff. It gets you to dark dimension credits, I guess. And that's probably why I'm low on those where other people are high, because I don't spend that energy at all. But
because I've got nothing to farm in there, really, but...
I mean, when there's an event...
Cores on
I'm doing 50 cores a day, whether I use it or not. I'm doing 50 cores a day to get 60 energy.
No, that's just a waste. That needs to be the same, one for one. You core it, you get 120.
Right, but I'm saying because the event today, we have the incursion event, and I was able to drop, 1,200 incursion energy.
Then you're probably finished with that milestone. I'm almost done with it, and I've done 3 blitz rotations.
Yeah, probably pretty close.
Because it's blitz, and it goes for 6 days.
Well, this is the thing. For people to do that, then if they put it up higher, the people that don't do that would complain. I have to do what? Whereas the people that conserve and save and hoard, they're like, oh, that was easy.
Yeah.
And that's where, like, the better way Bill, where he gets, his frustrations of people saying that, you're spinning. He's got so much stockpile because of the fact he's been number 1 for so long because of early spending that he's up there, that he doesn't need to do like other players need to do and core the energy and stuff like that, because he's got 50,000 energy, because he hasn't, unless there is an event, he doesn't have to use it.
Yeah, or a level cap increase, then you can get there quicker.
And then he just gets the next one within a couple days.
I did find it hilarious. He's sitting on 290 out of 290 now, but hey, 290 and 289. But he's got max. He bought Gladiator. He, bought Ares.
Well, which I don't blame him. I mean, Gladiator's arena. Ares is war. You're going to help out your alliance. I understand. That makes sense.
Or he could have cored, but I mean, he bought Ares.
Yeah. I'm sure he cored it. I guarantee he did not buy it. I'm sure he cored it. But you're first place for a whole month in arena, pretty much, like 15,000 power cores just there.
And they upped it to like 500 now, so yeah.
Well, that's 15,000 with 500.
Yeah.
So that's not counting the gold spending gets you cores, the daily objectives gets you cores. Like, there's so many other things that get you cores that people don't take into consideration.
Yeah, I cored him. I had 30,000. I went down to 19,000, and I'm back up to now 21.
Yeah.
So I've already gained 1,000 since I cored him. Which I probably would have waited.
2,000.
2,000, whatever. I probably would have waited and cored him today, but then it wouldn't have gotten me to the top 10 in an arena.
Right.
But I will core Gore when he comes out.
Yeah.
Core spending event. I might just end up buying him.
So let's go into that since we're in that topic. Good segue. Arena is interesting right now.
It's kind of a shit show.
there's different things you're seeing. If you're seeing Gladiator, it's very hard to get through if they have like 6 stars on them, especially like 6 red. Like that's a tough Gladiator to get through. He's got a huge health pool, and you really just got to drop him below 50%. But good lord, like talking to 8 million like health pool, like
yeah, like he is a beast.
yeah,
I don't get it.
It's insane. And so a lot of people are using him and Black Knight, which when Gore, I think, comes out, Black Knight will be no more. But
which is Wednesday.
yeah, but him and Black Knight with, usually I see Old Man Logan, APOC, and Sus. But I've been seeing, instead of Sus, I've been seeing Black Cat. Instead of APOC, I've been seeing Surfer.
I haven't seen one without APOC yet.
I've seen without APOC a few times, and it usually ends up with Old Man Logan versus Old Man Logan.
Oh yeah. Even mine, yeah, because my APOC, now with a 7-star, my APOC can't Falcon Punch him.
Yeah, right.
Unless you get it early enough and he doesn't do the whatever, but even if he gets that death proof and I couldn't.
But it seems like they
him.
yeet my APOC even if they don't have APOC. They go after him, and I don't even have 3 diamonds on mine, so I don't know why. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, Arena's interesting, and Gore's going to make it even more so. And I mean, I'm in the top 20 in my Arena shard, at least last I looked.
Yeah,
so,
I was 13, but now I can't go lower because there's Mephisto.
Yeah, and that's why 12 is where Mephisto start for me. It's the same for you, right?
Mine, well, my 9th now.
9?
My top, like, there's 12 of them up there that have Mephisto, but right now I'm sitting at 9 and I can't go further than that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sitting at 13, but 9 was as low as I could go and I couldn't get through the Mephisto. Because nobody,
okay. So 13,
is going to release what counters it. There's counters out there for the team.
Well,
Even
if you
without
have,
Mephisto.
I don't think you can without him. I don't think there's a way to without him.
I'm sure there's something, but they're not going to release what that is. They're not going to.
Yeah, because the same person's been number 1 in mine for a long time. And I think that's because of the dailies.
Which sucks for these. That Weekend Warrior.
Yeah,
we just had
stuck.
Arena.
Yeah.
You can't battle in Arena.
Right.
So what are you supposed to do?
Change out your defense to invaders.
I guess.
And let somebody beat you for number 1.
But nobody will beat number 1. Nobody wants to be a number 1.
Yeah.
Because then they get stuck there.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what they have on defense. Nobody's going to fight for number 1.
Right. And the thing that also sucks is because, and this is kind of one of those things that's a two-edged sword, is when you get these events to say play arena battles, if you're number 2 and you're going to play number 1, you don't have to win. So you can go in and fight and then just lose. And not become number 1 and still get the points.
We've got people who've been going in with aim.
So like you said, nobody's going to want to be number 1 because they won't be able to do the battles. So even if you put invaders, you put aim, you put 1 character on defense for your arena, they can just go in and lose and not have to worry about it. Yeah.
If they take in Zemo, then you're screwed because then you win. You just blew up 13. But yeah, I don't understand these, even if it is just battle and arena. Number 1, there's got to be something for that number 1 person to do. Do they just get automatic milestone points? Hey, you were number 1 all day, you didn't do your battles.
Maybe.
Here's, like, granted they're up there anyway, they don't need those.
I mean, you could do that. You can give them 5 battles worth of milestone points and then number 1 prize reward.
Because then they're missing out on the Captain Britain, which I'm sure they already have, bought the passive or the basic, whatever it is.
Captain.
There's only 30.
Whale bait.
30 of his empowered abilities.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
And that's another thing too. That stupid Illuminati team, not a fan. Not a fan.
A lot of people aren't.
People are putting it on defense now in Incursion or in Cosmic Crucible, just because it's hard to beat. But it's no fun to play with. You don't have it on War. It's a garbage team. Like you don't need Captain Britain to beat certain things. You can put them in other teams to do other stuff. But yeah, it's just, there's not really a point to it. But yeah, when Gore gets here, we'll have a little bit better idea of what Arena is going to look like going forward. Because Thanos is going to make it even more so that way. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, and I do like that they evened out the rewards, so you can just stay in the top 10 and still you don't have to fight for the first. You don't have to.
Yeah, you're letting more people stay in the top 20 and get the same rewards. It's kind of cool.
I know yesterday during that event, I had somebody who was hard locking because I couldn't battle anybody in a match. Like, why is he an option for me to fight if he's in a match? Shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. He's still there. Refresh. He's still there. Oh, still in a battle. Refresh. Like,
how long does the battle take? Yeah, I agree.
I ended up just going in and obliterating somebody else, but.
Yep. And as far as other game modes, Wars, still a lot of fun. We're seeing more Mephistos now, so that's pretty much a triple tap. But being able to mix and match tunes on more defense and offense now is kind of pretty cool because Ares can go either way. I love just the fact that they have war tags now rather than war defense or offense. And now with like Ultimus and Gladiator, like you have a new pre-dawning tank to mess with stuff. So it's been a lot of fun trying to figure out, okay, what's the best mix-up and how is this performing and who beats what. And so that's been a lot of fun. I've been enjoying that quite a bit. Crucible is still trash. Not enjoyable for me whatsoever.
Yeah, I did see a funny comment. I'm like, dude, they must have listened to our TED Talk because somebody commented on a video that wouldn't it be awesome if they had a danger room where you could turn on and simulate certain battle modes?
Yeah.
Duh. What have we been saying?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, that would be a blessing. Absolutely. Just
because they couldn't test things, you know, and if you're not on the test server, you can't try things out.
Right. Yeah. It's yeah, something like that would be cool. That's what PvP was supposed to be, and it just kind of went by the wayside.
Right. And
that not being able to duplicate, tunes, so I can't pick the same tune as you. Like that was kind of like, meh.
Yeah, for mirror matches, we want to know, okay, what happens? Coin flip, who always goes first, who doesn't?
Yeah. I mean, I like the idea of the PvP. Nobody plays it anymore, so why not revamp it a little bit and make it something so everybody can use it? It's already in the game.
Right. Flip off that no duplicate tunes, and you imagine the content you could do, and the even more tournaments and all kinds of stuff that you could do around that game mode.
Right. Especially with some of the new guys that came out, like to be able to do some nut stuff, like Ban Mephisto, of course, like you do stuff like no Mephisto. You do a tournament, no Mephisto, no Super Scroll, no APOC, and then just watch how much fun that's gonna be. Like you're just gonna have all of a sudden somebody comes out of the woodwork being an all-star that wouldn't usually be there. Emma is good again. Like stuff like that. Like it'd be kind of cool. But I don't know, just little things. I just wish they would take care of what they have in the game and stop just introducing new problems.
Yeah.
The new things to complain about. Just take care of what's already there. Give Bullseye and Punisher some love. Tell Minerva that we care about her. Give her a little stat boost.
Right.
Let her match up with Ultimus, who is now Creed.
Why do we need 8 more tunes next month?
Yeah.
When you could rework some of those 290.
And I get that you're not getting the cash flow from them. I understand that. But you already put 2 extra battle passes a month. You've already put, all this other extra content. Now you got these empowered abilities that are going with these things. Do the community a favor, boost some of these older people, give them a bit of a stat boost.
Since Ares, this is the base stats going forward.
Yeah.
And now you're already seeing Gladiator with 8 million health at 3 stars.
Right. Ultimus went up crazy high with his stats. So you can do it.
Make some of those older tunes at least not get one shot.
Right.
At least make them somewhat relevant.
No,
and
it
then
would be
requiring
nice.
Emma and Loki with Cabal, did they even get a boost?
No.
Did they even become relevant with?
No, that's why they were just one shot right out of the bat. They got hit, they were done.
You just threw 2 random ass people in there. Why couldn't we have used Sus and ACOG then?
I mean, it was nice to have a villain in Loki, but the villain didn't get the assist, so you didn't even get that benefit. At least give me somebody that assists. If you were to put Sabretooth in that spot, and then a combat ability, he assists. So you can at least assist on the Emma special. You can assist on, I think leader only attacks. All the other attacks are just attacks. So Emma special, that's it. You get one assist,
Or have it so it's Sinister is the other one, so you can clone who they have. You can clone a Mephisto or
Right, I know. Why does
clone somebody and heal up, like something like that. Like Loki made no sense other than the fact that he's a villain, and the villain he doesn't even get the assist help with Cabal, so it really did nothing.
No.
It was
Again,
nothing.
they don't play the game. They have no care for the lore. They have a dartboard probably with every tune on it and throw darts. Okay, who's coming to the next thing? And just throw darts at something and all right, that's that.
Well, one of these days, hopefully, it lands on AIM, and they give them a nice little rework, and then I can build them up some more. Because their kits are cool, they just need to revamp a little bit.
Yeah.
Atom Safeguard would be kind of cool. Having Scientist Supreme give trauma out would be pretty dope. Same with the Graviton, putting trauma on that thing where he hits the adjacent characters as well. Yeah, that'd be dope. And then his basic doing damage based on the debuffs like Carnage's ult does, like, man, revamp those things. It'd be so cool to have. I don't know. This like a lot of little things that if this went back and just had fun with the game rather than just trying to make money off of it, we would have much more fun playing the game.
And then we would be more out to spend.
We would be more apt to spend on something we want to have fun with, rather than something we have to have. Then it's a chore that feels like we have to do.
Yeah.
If you made it so we wanted to do because we want to have fun with something, it's different.
Well, and there's the other thing. I wanted to spend. I'm like, fuck it. I'll buy the Ares Battle Pass. I go in 5 minutes to go. I know it's out of the web store already, and the web store was down, but that's beside the point. So I'm like, in game, I'll go and buy it. Well, the new one was already there.
Yeah.
So even if I had forgot to collect something, the new one was already up. I couldn't collect anything. I couldn't do anything with the new Battle Pass. Couldn't buy the old one. It still had 5 minutes left in the day. Like, why are you pulling it down early and popping up the new one?
Yeah.
You just lost however much, It could have been there for 10 or 15 minutes. I just know I remembered 5 minutes to 2. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, because our power went out.
Yeah, we had no power all day.
Yeah.
So, I was on data, and so it takes longer to load when you're on data. And then I'm like, oh, well, it's not there. Well, shoot. Oh, well.
Yeah, there's $20 you didn't get from me.
Right?
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. It's like, get us a jet ski. Like, honestly, nobody really needs a jet ski. People want to have fun with a jet ski. Just get us a jet ski. Put something out there that's a jet ski to us, Like, I kind of think Ares was that way. Like, he's like, hey, he's going to do a lot of damage. He's going to do fun stuff in war, and he's going to be free to a lot of people. So if you want to buy him early, you can. But then they went with the stupid helmet thing. You have to buy all 6 passes. And like,
in order to
I'm
get
not
all
doing
the
that.
stars and the diamonds on it.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. That's stupid. Like, that's just, now you're making something that was fun into something that I have to have again. Mm-hmm. And I don't want that. I want something that's just going to be fun. I want to skip the waves in my jet ski and try to submarine with it. I don't want to.
Yep. We've had enough lies and deception over the years that we should know better, but like these raids are going to be heavily bottlenecked somehow. Yeah, Purple ISO isn't required for them yet.
Well, it'll be required, but like one of those small print required. You can't pass it unless you'll have it.
Yeah. Diamonds aren't required on these tunes, but
good luck passing
it's
with 7 red.
Much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very true.
Because everybody's got 7 red, so they got to gate it somehow. Like, okay, well now we have to have diamonds required.
Yeah, because if they made it easy, then you'd have all these whalers sitting here bitching about stuff.
Yeah.
Got to make it hard.
I get, and that's why they made the Old Man Logan hard, because the certain content creators were complaining there wasn't real, content
gameplay.
there, and gameplay with the pocket dimensions. Oh, these are too easy. Oh, this is too easy.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, for you when you have an endgame 100 million roster.
Right.
But for the lower people who have 60 or 70 million.
And like you were saying, make there a bonus that just gets you like gold or crimson gear orbs or something. Not the shards for the tune. That 15 difficulty, that last thing should have just been like extra gear shit. Or a special skin or something that you just bragging rights about. Mm-hmm. Not the actual stars. Make it the one before that was the actual stars.
10
so that
or
way
15
people can get to it. Yeah,
something. Mega Goldors.
Right. Yeah. Something that they're gonna be like, oh, okay. Like if I want to do that little bit extra to get that, I can.
A frame. Like.
I don't know. It's just they just do these things backwards a lot of the time, and it's kind of frustrating.
Yeah. That's why I said I'll just wait. In 6 months, they'll probably lower it. They'll probably fix it because new whales will come to the game. And what do you mean I can't get there? And I just spent $300.
Yeah. Right.
Well, people spend $300 on whale bait, and he's trash. So.
Yeah, it sucks to be those people that bought Captain Britain. I really feel for you. I'm glad that I didn't spend the money. I got 5 stars on Shuri and Hank now.
I got 4 on Hank, but I still only have 3 on Shuri.
Having now, I got a week and a half after the event ended. I ended up getting the 5th star. So, and I don't feel bad about it at all because there's nothing about that tune that I like. I see him in war, the Illuminati with Captain Britain. I just use my Doc 6 and destroy them.
Yeah.
They don't get a turn. So.
And Hank was trash in Dark Dimension.
Hank was trash in Dark Dimension. You can punch across them with new Avengers. I mean, it's not like they're an unbeatable team.
Yeah.
And
but
Crucible,
Crucible,
who cares?
Yeah, everybody who's got him in Crucible are up there anyway.
You know, the way to beat Crucible is to go in and hit auto.
Yeah.
6 times.
That's what I was trying to do today, but I accidentally won because I was trying to do all my battles. And do
because this is the thing. If you play Crucible and you lose one time, you just blew your whole week.
Yep.
You lose one time, you blew your whole week. So you go against one whaler, or you go against one try-hard, or you go against one sweaty person, and you end up getting the loss.
Yeah, I
blew your whole
lost
week.
90 last week. 90 trophies last week. And gained 17 back because I won yesterday or something.
Yeah.
And then I lost today's because he beat me by a couple hundred points because, like I said, I was just going and hitting auto to get the points from the milestone event.
Yeah, that's all I do anymore. I'm fine with that. It doesn't bother me one bit.
But yeah, I'm all the way down to like gold 1 or
Yeah, I don't get the diamonds, but you know what? Like, those people up at the top are going to have all their tunes diamond out anyways. They're going to be tired of it.
And they're going to be begging for the next thing.
They're
Well,
gonna be
now we need
opening it
purple
up.
stars. Now we need this. Now we need that. Well, you know what? Let some other people catch up. Spread the wealth out.
Yeah, just making the stuff so top heavy is sick.
It really is.
Sick. And seeing within a couple hours of an event coming up, somebody maxing out the event times 5 is just ridiculous.
Right. But it's for diamonds, and the top 10 gets 3 diamonds on him.
On a tune that's not even going to be what he is now in 2 months.
No. You might get him for a week or 2. Like, you're not going to get anything out of that.
It's too bad. I feel bad for those people that spend a lot of that money. The ones that spend hard-earned money that are actually like, okay, I think I can afford this. Those are the ones that I feel bad for. The ones that are just like, oh, it's a hobby, whatever. Cool, it's your hobby. Have fun at it.
You drop thousands of dollars on a card that just sits in their driveway. They don't.
Absolutely. I'm like, okay, cool, that's awesome. Go have fun. Like, do your thing. Like, that's the part that I'm not. Those people, thank you for funding the game because we wouldn't be playing if it weren't for those people. But the ones that are like, man, I think I could budget it right that I can afford to buy another thing today. And then maybe get to where I can, snipe this person out of it, and then not get it, or it'd be irrelevant in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
I feel really bad.
From the sound of it, the team that's coming out is Neuterine, Black Knight, and Old Man Logan in Arena.
So those are the people I feel really
why
bad
is this coming out now when it should have been out 3 weeks ago or even a month or 2 ago?
Yeah. The ones that just spent like the $75 thing and maybe another $50 thing to get Cabal up to where the 7 stars in order to get Old Man Logan at 7 stars and then have him not do anything in the arena anymore here in a couple months. Those are the people I feel bad for.
I mean, free to play, it will be quite a while before they get this team.
Yeah, and we'll do the same as we're doing now.
Yeah.
It's going to be the same. It's not going to change for us. It's going to be always the same. But for those kind of people that all of a sudden have this drastic jump in arena where they're up, 400 places because they bought this tune, and now all of a sudden that tune is going to be irrelevant. Oh my gosh, that word is so hard to say. And you're kicked back down out of there, and you can't afford to pull yourself back up.
Maintaining it, yeah.
Or they get themselves in a hole because they're spending money that they don't have. Those are the ones that I feel bad for. And if that is you, and if you feel like this is happening and the spending is getting out of control, please call an 800 number about gambling and get some help, because it is an issue. We see people go through it all the time, and it's not healthy. And you're not the only one, and don't feel ashamed. It happens. Just call somebody and get some help, because you shouldn't be spending a bunch of money on a game just to get ahead and then rolling your chances of doing it the next time and the next time and the next time and going in debt. Like, that's not healthy. It's not good for you, your family, your loved ones.
Joy and excitement and
Yeah.
fun, and when they turn it all about greed.
Right, and yes, we bitch about things, but we only bitch because we care. It's like your parents sit you down and they're like, hey, we need to have a little talk about you and your behavior. It's not because they're complaining at you because they don't love you. It's because you care, and we care.
And we see the potential.
Yeah,
we know what it could be.
Yeah, and it's fun. We love the people we play with. They're good people. So, we just care about the game. We just want it to be in a better place. We want everybody to be happy, and it's damn near impossible, but why can't we try?
Especially right now when you have an event for Campaign Energy. You have an Alliance event for ISO Energy.
Yeah.
You have the Incursion Energy / Blitz Energy. Like, yeah, they upped your cores. Well, gee, I wonder why they upped your cores in Arena, because now they want you to spend all of those on these 3 events.
You know when the hottest point in this game has been, I think, other than when Anti-Venom was released? I think the next hottest point in this game has been when Weaver's 3,000 shards was a mistake.
Yeah.
Everybody loved the game at that point in time. I just got a free tune maxed out, and it's one of the best tunes in the game at the time.
With a crap ton of ultimate shards.
Yeah. Like, everybody was happy. Let's see what I can use her in. And just use it in all different types of things.
And then they were really quick to pretty much nerf her. And
yeah, because APOC.
Yeah.
APOC came out shortly thereafter. Basically,
and then you had those that were new after that. Well, I didn't get the shards. I need those shards. I can't farm her. I want her.
Cindy and Yex.
Like,
yeah, no, I agree. Yeah.
Sorry, you weren't here when it happened. Like, you don't get a handout now.
That's what you get for quitting.
But now they are basically giving handouts to all these new players who have started in the last 6 months. Here's a bunch of shit. And it's just like...
Some's handouts, some goes in the way of those time heists.
Yeah, and the calendars. And
yeah, these tokens that... The tokens
are so stupid.
They don't give you anything if you already have the stuff built. They only give it to you if you don't got it. And you can earn what they give you within like a month if you just force farm.
Yeah.
So, I mean, again, time worth money? Cool, go for it.
I mean, you would have had to wait, 3 months between Old Man Logan for me to have then got him to a 6 and then it leveled him up 3.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have been able to use him. I would have been stuck. Like,
yeah. Well, you've been using them, but he wouldn't have been doing the damage.
He wouldn't have been leveled up or anything.
Right. You've been losing a lot more arena battles.
The tokens are stupid. Just give me the shards and the gold to equip it.
Oh, yeah, the level up, too. I forgot all about that. Yeah, I was just thinking stars, but yeah, you're right. Level up would have been the same, too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you don't get nothing back for that. Yeah. Yeah, it's
there had to have been a better option than that. Like, they don't have any brainstorms that go on
they
in
just
about
keep
this.
trying to change and make things better, and they end up just making it weird.
Like, I'm the what if queen. What if you try this? What if we do this? What if we do that? You have a test server.
Yeah, what if they just went back to the way things were? It wouldn't be so bad. Like, okay, now Blitz is kind of cool. I mean, I like the Sim Blitz. Please don't go back to manual blitzing. That was a nightmare.
I know, we were just talking about that today. Got 57 squads.
57 squads. Oh,
manually blitzing through that? No, thank you.
Yeah, that'd be a nightmare.
But why isn't there a blitz all yet? Why isn't there a set blitz amount? Why is it RNG based? Why is...
It's just like the basic stuff in the game, don't mess around with it. Like, I'm kind of cool with the raids. Why not just add another difficulty to it? Like, I don't get why we have to do a whole different raid with whole different types.
And it'll be the same energy. Let us do whatever raid we want to do. Keep them all up there. If alliances want to have 5 raids going at a time, let us have different energy in different raids. That's more content, more eyes on your game, more streamers.
Yeah, because number one's still going to be number one. I mean, you're right. They're still going to do what they do. So you might as well. Because the lower raids aren't going to get as many points. It's not like I'm going to do 4 of the lower raids and be more than 1 of the upper raids. It's still going to be...
Well, 1 of each type. So you're going to do Incursion 2, 3, plus you could do the Orcus raid, plus the Spotlight raid, plus a Greek or an Alpha, whatever happens to be in rotation.
Yeah. No, I get that. Yeah. I don't know why they took out their rotating
And now that they added the Sims, I bet those top alliances, well, The raid lane's yours today. You sim all 10. Tomorrow I'll sim all 10.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they've got to be like 100%ing them within an hour.
Could be.
It launches and then poof, done.
Yeah. Could be. Yeah.
And then
absolutely.
what? Then you have to wait
And then-
still and
and then what?
another one going.
Oh, this is a fun
you
game
don't have
to
the keys?
play. I just hit 5 buttons and finished everything. I don't know. That's what some people like. Dre likes that. He wants a sim more button.
Oh, yeah, pretty nice.
I want a sim crucible button. That's what he wants. But yeah, I don't know. Some things I think sim is cool. Other things not so much. Blitz, I think it's fine. Blitz to sim all would be fun. But anyways, I think that's long enough for us. I think this might be a long video. We'll have to see. But until next time, we appreciate everything that you've been doing. I don't know if we had any spirits join us tonight, but if you were here and you did enjoy our video, please say something now. Okay, hopefully it didn't say anything, but might have. Who knows? But anyways, until next time, I'm Viz.
I'm Sable.
Peace!